Good morning, class. I'm happy that you are all present today. Before we start our lesson, who can remember our topic yesterday? Yes, Lisa? Very good. Our topic yesterday is about sentence construction. And what is a sentence? Yes, Noel? Very good. A sentence is a word or group of words that expresses a complete thought. And what composes a sentence? Yes, Jessie? A sentence is composed of a subject and a predicate. So what is a subject? Yes, Judan? Very good. A subject is the one who is talking in the sentence or simply the doer of the action. Like for instance, the children are playing in the backyard. The children is the subject. And what is the predicate? Yes, Roya? Very good. Are playing in the backyard is the predicate which describes the subject, the children. Now, before we proceed to our topic today, I have here an activity which entitled Describe Me. I have here pictures and I want you to describe it. But before that, I want you to group yourself into two. This is the picture of group 1 and this is the picture of group 2. Describe these pictures in a sentence form. I give you 60 seconds or a minute to describe it. Your timer starts now. Okay, time is up. Very good. Okay, group 1, read your sentences. Now, group 2. So, the boys are playing online games is your sentence. And playing soccer made them happy. And the children playing in the green field. And the lady with her dog played in the river. So, these are your sentences. And you're doing good, class. Now, how do you find the activity? Yes? Ravi? Very good. The activity or the group activity will enhance the group cooperation and group collaboration. And then another is, how do you find the activity? Yes, Christine? Very good. The activity is a breathtaking activity because you are given only a minute to answer it. So, in your today class, what do you prefer to do during your vacant time? Is it playing online games or hanging and playing outside? Yes? Jessie? Okay, playing online games. So how do you feel during your online games or on the time that you are playing online games? How do you feel in the games? Yes, Rochelle? Very good. You said that during playing the games, you felt that you are like the hero in the game. So meaning you felt excitement or happiness. How about you, Lisa? What do you want or what do you prefer to do during your vacant time? Is it hanging outside or playing online games? And why? Great idea, Lisa. outside or hanging and playing outside with friends is the best way to do. Why? Because you can get happiness and you can feel that you are refreshed. Now, class, in your home, before playing online games, be sure that you have to do or you have finished helping your mothers or your parents in household chores. As what I have observed today, that there are many children that are hanging out on the computer games or the online games. They don't know that it can damage their health. Why, class? Yes, Noel? Very good. It is because when you are playing online games, you are so excited and to finish it without knowing that it's already lunchtime, it's already breakfast, and it's already dinner. Because you are too excited to finish the game. Now this time, class, playing soccer made them happy. So playing soccer is an example of active voice. Why active voice? Yes, Roya. Active voice because the subject can be found in the beginning of the sentence. So meaning, active voice occurs when the subject of the sentence performs the action or simply the doer of the action. An active verb sentences is a subject-verb constructed sentences which is the clearest and the most effective way to communicate information. Like for instance, Rika's mother gave her a gift. Rika's mother is the subject and gave her a gift is a predicate. Give her a gift is a predicate which describes to Rika's mother. Then, how about in the sentence, Rika's mother gave her a gift, and the sentence, the boys are playing online games. What have you observed, class? So, in the first sentence, the boys are playing online games. The sentence here has the word or the verb are. So, it is an example of passive sentences or passive sentence. Why passive, class? Passive sentences occurs when the subject is the recipient or the receiver of the action. Like for instance, a gift is given by her mother. So, her mother is the subject, and a gift is given is the predicate. It occurs when the agent is missing or left out. Like for instance, can you read it, Teresa? Yes. Mistakes were made, meaning the sentence focused to what happened rather than to who or what did it. Then another is the office was ransacked and the files was stolen. So it doesn't specify who or what ransacked it. The sentence expresses or specifies only the happening, not the who or what ransacked it. When to use passive verb? Can you read it? Yes? Roya? Okay, number one. When the agent is obvious or less important. Like for instance, Flight 107 has been cancelled. So, you don't know who cancelled the Flight 107. Only that the flight has been cancelled. But we don't know who cancelled it and why. Then another is number two. Can you read it? Yes, Michelle. Very good. The check was lost in the mail. Agent who lost the letter is unknown. So meaning the agent is not so important or in the sentence. The author here is want to emphasize that the check was lost in the mail, not who lost it. Understand, class? Very good. Now number three. Can you read it? Yes, Rafi? Okay. When the agent is obvious. An experimental lever was completed yesterday. So, we already know that when we say experimental liver transplant, so we all know that only a surgeon can do that. Understand, class? Very good. Now, I have here some tips on how to change or to convert passive sentences into active voice sentences. First, can you read it? Yes? Giselle? Very good. Identify the passive verb or the to be verb. And what are those to be verb? Christine? Yes, very good. The to be verb is are, as, was, were, been, being, and be. And also look for any by the phrases. Like for by the phrases or something was done by someone. Like for instance, Fred was there is the to be verb. And selected is the verb. By his peers to serve on the student council. Then another tips. Can you read it? Yes? Judan? Very good. Locate the agent who or that performs the action. Like for instance in the sentence, Fred was selected by his peers to serve on the student council. So his peers is the subject, which is the one who is talking to in the sentence. Then number three, can you read it? Yes, JC? Very good. Put the agent or the word in at the beginning of the sentence, followed by the verb. So, as what you said, as what I have said, Fred is, or Fred's first is the subject, and followed by selected the verb. Then rearrange the sentence and the other words. So, Fred was selected by his peers to serve on the student council is the passive form. And the active form is Fred's peers selected him to serve the student council. Understand, class? Okay, very good. I have here some examples of passive sentences and convert it into active. Now, can you read that? The first sentence? Yes, Rafi? Very good. Passive form here. The passive form is the scarf was given by my mother. And the active is my mother gave me a scarf. Then, another example. Can you read that? Yes, Roya? Very good. The test was taken by the grade 9 class. So, the grade 9 class is the subject. And if you transfer it into active, so this will be the result. Grade 9 students took the test. Then another example. Please read it. Michelle. Very good. Passive form is many buildings were demolished by the storm. Where demolished, where here is the be verb and demolished is the verb by the storm. Then locate the subject. So where is the subject here? The storm. The storm demolished by many buildings. So this is the active form of the sentence. Now, do you understand, class? Yes, very good. Now, this time, before I will give you another example or some sentences that can you are going to convert into active form, I want to hear first your idea. Which one you are going or you prefer to use in constructing a sentence? The active voice or the passive voice? Yes, Teresa? Very good. You don't have to choose whether to use the active or the passive voice. It depends on the sentence you are going to emphasize or the thought that you are going to express in your sentence. Just in our life class, we don't have to choose between your mother and your father. Even if you have to answer your assignments or you have problems in life, or you don't have to select whether your mother or your father unless they are all here. For instance, you have a homework in mathematics. Who do you want to answer it? Your father or your mother? Yes, Jessie? Yes, very good. Your mother. Why? Because your mother don't know how to answer math, but your mother know how to read. So meaning, if your mothers can't do it, your fathers can. Any clarification, class, before we end this lesson? Nothing? Very good. Okay? And God bless us all.